Everybody, Joe Cross here from Smash Media, where our mission is to smash your competition, choke them into submission until they tap out. So I read a book about a month ago called Influencer. And I'm starting to notice that there's a trend right now. All the people that don't know what the hell they're doing, they're still talking about attraction marketing. All the people that know and see what the trend is happening right now, it's all about becoming an influencer. Even when I was in my last network marketing company, basically we literally only went after people that were influencers. And what does it mean to be an influencer? Well, I'm going to break it down for you guys. I got 5 little secrets on how to become an influencer so that you guys can get paid up to $100,000 for one post. One post. There are people out there right now that get $1 million for one post. So if you're watching this video as a replay, put replay. If you're watching this live, put where you're from. Live and where you're from. Let's see if you're from Chicago or are you from somewhere else, so I can decide when I do go do a tour and teach business owners on the road that you guys will be the ones. So let's go right into it. Number 1, entertain. There's one thing that you guys see that I do and influencers do is they constantly coming up with content and constantly coming up with things and material online in their message so that it entertains people. Because right now, who's winning all people's attention? Just ask the Kardashians. They're only multi-millionaires because of all the influence they have. And the only reason why they have influence is because all you crazies watch these fools, okay? So influence just means the able to move people. You don't have to be rich to be an influencer. You don't have to be best looking. You don't have to do all kinds of, you don't have to be like have the best logos to become the best influencer. But one thing for sure, if you want to influence people, you have to entertain because we're bored. Everybody's bored. That's why we watch TV. That's why we listen to music. That's why we go to the movies. It's why we go on trips. It's why we do everything, because we constantly spending our time trying to entertain ourselves. So if you're going to do marketing online, if you want to become an influencer, then start to entertain. And it doesn't mean you have to become an entertainer and juggle on your videos and you have to put on some makeup and become a clown. What it means is make people laugh. Make people laugh. All right, number 2, educate. There's this thing that I heard in a book before. I think it's We Want You to Be Rich by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And it says, you guys heard it all before. You give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man a fish, he eats forever. But in this industry, in every industry, ain't nobody giving away fish. Nobody's teaching people how to fish. They just selling fish. Get it? Selfish. So if you're going to be an influencer, then you better have material. You better have things to teach people. You better educate consumer. You better educate the marketplace, because the person that's educating people is the one that's winning. The person that's actually teaching people things is the person that's winning. I don't understand. Most of people's timelines, social media profiles, fan pages, Instagram accounts, LinkedIn accounts looks like a bad QVC channel that would make Lori Grenard from the Shark Tank throw up all over the place. It just looks bad. You're just throwing stuff out there all day trying to sell. It's not how you're going to become an influencer, and it's definitely not how you're going to sell more products online, because you have to learn and educate and teach people your craft, your expertise, and show them that you're the expert, okay? But also, I'll tell you guys this, if you don't know what to educate on, read a book. You read a book, and then you take one chapter from that book, you do a couple highlights, you put a couple bullet points, and now you have something to talk about. You could say, hey guys, I want to teach this, da-da-da, and then go through that chapter, and then teach that. So number 2 is you need to start educating people. And it doesn't have to just be business. It could be educate them on water intake, educate them on basically where they can get the best deal when it comes to tires, but constantly give people information that's going to benefit and give them some kind of elevation in their life. So the second one is educate. Stop selling fish. Stop being selfish. Number 3, inspire. Now, before you guys get all corny on me, that doesn't mean just post motivational quotes all day. What that means, when you inspire somebody, that means you've got some emotions inside them that were there that they didn't know about, and whatever you said and whatever you did, whatever content you posted, inspired them to take action because they felt it from the inside. Inspiration comes from inside. So in order to get people and to influence them, you have to be more inspirational to them, because right now there are a lot of people in life that are basically hurting. They're in pain. And that's why you guys see so many of these gurus. They do so many motivational videos, because Constant people need constant motivation. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I am not the man that's going to get on video and throw up personal development all over you and just talk about all you got to do is grind harder, grind harder, grind harder. But I will do things and I will create content and I will post things on social media that in some way or another is going to inspire that person to either take action, do something, change, and make something with their life from just one of the pieces of content that I give them. So that's what it means to become an influencer. An influencer is somebody that literally has, when they do things, people follow them and do what they say. If they say, hey, you should only do Apple, the people that you influence will listen to you and buy Apple. And you guys know who I'm talking about. For the rest of you that are still with the Samsungs, I just seen it yesterday. I'm not going to lie. One of my clients, he basically went on live and he had a Samsung, and in the middle of the video, a phone call came in and that's it, video over. And then I put hashtag Samsung Life. So point number 3 is inspire people, okay? You have to get people to feel something. That's when you know you've done the best content. When you say something, do something, promote something, and it inspired them and it created an emotion to them that they're like, I'm going to keep following her. I'm going to keep following him. All right. Number 4, engage. Okay. Jennifer came up with this one because she's like, okay, what else do we need to do when people, we could have made them all ease. Engage, which means the biggest, the strongest, the most powerful influencers are online are the ones that can get people to engage. Now, don't get this confused because I do have a big following of network marketers. Do not get this confused that just means you got to have your downline just keep commenting on your stuff. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that your social media, whether that's on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, doesn't matter, but your profile, your social media content gets engagement. That means people comment. That means people are talking on there. That means people are having conversations without you. And that's when you know you've done something good. And how do you create engagement? Well, it's very simple. Easiest way is have a poll, ask a question, post something out there that everybody can relate to, because that's how you're going to get the most engagement. Something so dumb that I did one time that got me like two things that I did that got me like 287 comments on at one point. One was the only man that's insecure about his women or self or something like that is because he knows he doesn't deserve her or she can do better. That was one that got tons of engagement. Another one I did was, what was that other one I posted? What I want you guys to do is post the last thing you do and then put like a boss. So that I would put, I just went to the bathroom like a boss. I just ate a sandwich like a boss. That got me so much engagement because it's funny and I'm not, notice out of the 4 points, have I not said in order to be a great influencer, you got to be selling? You got to be selling, okay? First one was entertain. And this will be replayed so you can watch it again, Angela, but thank you for asking. So engage. Coming up with stuff that gets people to talk, man, to talk about you and share your content. And they wanted to show this guy, oh, look this is fire right here. See, that's when you know you're finally becoming a real influencer online because you're getting a lot of engagement. And so if you're not getting engagement, figure out strategies and ways to get engagement. And then the last but not least, which is probably the most important of the 5, which you guys should know it already. Anybody know what the next one is? To become an influencer, because there's a lot of gurus that look big time because they do one thing, and that's number 5, and that's advertise, okay? The only reason why Ty Lopez looks like a big shot, what's up, Jesse, what's up, Alicia? The only reason why Ty Lopez looks like a big shot because he advertised that. He already made money. So now what he did is took a lot of his money and just started doing lots of pay-per-click ads, lots of Instagram ads, ads everywhere, because he's got the money to do it, because he's trying to raise his profile, right? What's up, Amber? So the last most important of the 5 is advertise. You guys got to be doing some kind of marketing campaign where, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to spend some money, because not only will doing advertisement up your brand, but it will literally get you the right clientele. You can target people on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Your perfect potential client, we can find out who they are. And I always say this, if you want a 27-year-old midget that drives a Prius, that lives in his mom's basement, that lives in California, we can find that person. But one of the things you have to do to become an influencer is to advertise, because whether we like it or not, people that are seen in a click ad, people that are seen in this ad or whatever, you look like a big shot, whether you want to be a big shot or not. So every single person that is in my coaching group or any one of my clients, old or new, That is one thing that you guys are going to see me roll out a lot of, is doing hardcore advertisement. Why? Because my favorite show is Mad Men, and that's all they did was create ads for people. What's up, Emma? So you guys are talking to the Mad Men of Chicago, the Mad Women of Chicago, which Emma Rose is going to be a part of it, A.K.A. Magdalena, A.K.A. Jennifer Delatorre. But we're going to start rolling out a lot of advertisements. How many of you guys pay attention to this? Ask me a question. Answer this question. Would you be willing to spend $500 on an ad that can produce for you in the ballpark of $8,000 to $9,000? Would you be willing to advertise $1,000 if it was to make you 17? Would you be willing to spend $2,000 in order to make 25 grand? So 2 things I will say about this, and then we're done with this video. One, when you advertise, okay, I have one client that spends 20 grand a month in ads to get 50. So then that's, for some of you guys, like, that's pretty exciting. Not really, because you pay 20 to make 50. Yes, you made 30K, but if it doesn't happen the same way the next following month, now that you just washed out that money and it's done. So we got to get that cost per lead down in order for you guys to actually make a profit, right? But forget about that. Me and Jennifer, we've been doing business since 2001, 2002. We used to advertise in newspapers. We used to advertise, and I mean, most of our money when we were growing our other businesses was always spent on advertisement. And I don't understand why no business owners do that. And that's why every single client that I ever have, we do a landing page, lead page. We create a marketing campaign for leads, because the end result is going to be to advertise that campaign. So now you can get qualified people to buy your product or service, buy your business. You don't have to keep cold calling anymore. You don't have to keep trying to talk to people anymore and run around in network meetings and do stupid table events. You don't have to no longer go to networking meetings and go talk to people on social media and hit up everybody on the in-grad, because now that you know your target market and now that you have a marketing campaign that works, the only thing we need to do is throw more ad dollars at it so we can make more money. Work your way to the top, because the bottom's too crowded. Become a 1%er.